Pikachu.
Rattatas and Raticates are vermin Pokemon that originally came from the Galarian region where they looked somewhat different. In the early 1900s, they snuck aboard the SS Anne and traveled to Kanto in order to realize their Kanto dreams. But as immigrants, they faced many hardships that made it near impossible to climb up the social ladder. Every day, they would loiter around the docks for work, and if they were lucky, they would be picked for day labor. But the pay was scant and so was the work. It was never enough to keep their families properly fed or clothed. Their frustrations grew as many of them tragically fell to sickness and starvation. This was not what they had in mind when they transplanted their lives in a new country. But things only got worse. Around this time, the Second Great Pokemon War occurred. Many Rattatas were conscripted and shipped to the Kalos region in order to fight the coalition of bad. They witnessed horrors beyond their comprehension, but the thought of reuniting with their families kept them going under the most grueling circumstances. When the Rattatas returned to Kanto, nothing changed and they were left destitute. Then the prohibition happened. They saw this as an opportunity to move a lot of alcohol and make substantial amount of money. Armed with military combat knowledge and their connections to fellow ex-soldiers, the Rattatas became the first bootleggers and subsequently, the first crime family in Pokemon history. They moved their products discreetly and made more money than they could ever imagine. Eventually, other similar budding enterprises appeared out of nowhere. They wanted their cut of the untapped market, which became a problem for the Rattatas. In response, the Rattatas grew and expanded their territories in order to gain a stranglehold on the market. They destroyed their competitions mercilessly and warned the other Pokemon to seek their money-making opportunities elsewhere. It was not long before Officer Genis caught wind of their illegal activities and started busting down their operations. But instead of fighting back, Rattatas paid them off to turn a blind eye to their activities. Officer Genis happily took their bribes and even acted as enforcers for the Rattatas before the FBI started cracking down on police corruption. After a year, the Pokemon government lifted the ban on alcohol in order to dismantle their bootlegging business. This is when the Rattatas started selling illegal berries on the market and buying up local businesses to launder their money. As of today, the Rattatas own nearly 63% of all businesses in the region and wield more power than the local government. Rattatas came to Kanto with a big dream, only to have it mutilated and turned into something else entirely. The Kanto dream is a funhouse mirror that distorts our hopes and wishes until they are no longer recognizable. I'm Johnny Questlove and this has been another episode of Pokemon Facts. Stay tuned for more factual Pokemon facts. Have a wonderful Pokemon day. And please, drink responsibly.